Hey boys, welcome back to some more Dragons 2022 career mode. It is round 3 of the season and we started fantastically. I guess same somewhat could be said for the Dragons in real life. They started fine. They've definitely hit a bit of a rough patch coming off the back of another loss this week against the Rabbits, and yeah, in all honesty, I just don't understand what Griffin is doing. Again, I talked about this in the last video, that he, I get the point, and he's always been a coach that tries to hold the players accountable, and he's not afraid to drop players if they're seemingly in bad form, but they're just not gonna win games without a proper fullback. And again, I like Mose Zembai a lot. I think he's very underrated. Obviously, a lot of people, talk bad and whatever just for the money he's on, but he is a very good player in my mind. Can play a lot of different positions, but he's not a gun fullback. And Tyrell Sloan, despite having some issues, he's definitely their best option at number 1. So I don't get dropping him for a couple of games. I maybe in the long term it'll be good for the Dragons, but I just think you just gotta play him. I saw that sort of come out that one of the reasons is that he's not used to playing against men. He's not used to playing against the top grade, which is obviously true. He's a newcomer, but that's the only way he's going to learn, is to play against the big names and that sort of stuff. But oh, beautiful ball. That's silky play. Moses Sully scores a beautiful try. It was a long ball across. I didn't really mean it to be that long across, but the inside play, Sully, they all sort of scrambled to Cody Ramsey, and Cody Ramsey is still in the team as of now. I do switch it up because Feenai, I saw a couple of comments, and also I'm not a huge fan of Cody Ramsey, but I had him in the team to start because that's how the Dragons played it as well in real life. But Feenai has looked incredible. He reminds me a lot of Daniel Tupou, with honestly, as Teletele Mone here, beautiful little scamper there. In real life, the Dragons are playing garbage, but we're looking pretty good. Ben Hunter's out for this game as well, so Moses, who we're just talking about, does slot in again very nicely into that halfback role, and we're looking sharp. Beautiful ball there, Zach Lomax straight through, and all of a sudden, bang bang, a couple of quick tries, and yeah, our plays are we're looking slick. And again, I don't know why it is, I always play my best footy at the start of the year with a new team. It just feels good, but hopefully we can maintain the rage in this. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Feenai, young fella, absolute gun. He like I was going to say, he reminds me a lot of Daniel Tupou. Just the build, the strength, he breaks through a lot of tackles, but honestly, he has a little bit extra about him. He's got incredible offload. He had that little flick pass, very Zach Lomax-esque, and man, he is a player. I'm a little shocked he didn't start the year, but I think he is going to be a mainstay in that team because wow. He's incredible. Honestly, he's been an absolute shining light for them. As the Sharkies, what are they doing? Andrew McCulloch, not the man. I mean, he's not that quick in real life. He's one of the slowest players you'll ever see, but on the game here, he's got a little bit of speed. Zach Lomax, I'll talk about him briefly. I mentioned in another video that I said he's potentially the best center in the game. I still stand by it just with his skills and stuff, but I also said he tries to come up with the hero play too often. And it was, he is frustrating to watch. In that game against the Rabbits, beautiful play again, back on the inside. Amone is going to score a 3rd try in this first half. What is happening? We are absolutely running riot down this left edge. The Sharks' right edge is looking very shaky, and we should be going up 16 points to zip. The opening half. What a start to the game. The Sharkies are well and truly on the back foot, but yeah, Lomax, wow, he's frustrating. He's great to watch, but wow, he's frustrating. They made a break. All he has to do is find a pass back on the inside. I think it was to Bird. Yeah, it was to Bird. And he tries a no-look pass for no reason. It's an absolute shocker. They bomb the try. And I mean, stuff like that changes the whole game. You know, it's one mistake, but it's a bomb try. And it's just such a momentum killer. As right here, what has happened there? So so right there, I don't know why it's like this, but so I double tapped X, and that's like to bat the ball, but for some reason the game doesn't. Oh, what is that pass? The long ball across Ramsey. Oh my god, what is happening? What is happening in this game? The Sharks were just left bewildered. They're still seething from that last play. They're shell shocked. But for some reason, when you tap it like that, I think the game thinks it's like a kick because you double tap X and you can do it to bat. Like I've done it before, like you can bat it down, like if it's a 40-20 attempt. I've done it a couple of times. It's very nice. You can sort of bat it back in the field of play. But also if you bat it like forward, I think the game just thinks it's a kick and doesn't call it a knock on. That was very funny. I'm not gonna lie. And we scored the try off the back of it. 22 points to zip. That is that's rather humorous. But yeah, what was I saying? The Lomax thing. You know, all he has to do, find the pass. It changes the whole game. They score there. I can't remember what the scoreline was, but you know, it's such a momentum killer, such a momentum changer. As Will Kennedy, they finally, I feel like this is the first time they've actually had the ball inside our 20-meter line. We've been just so far on top of them. Obviously, a little bit lucky in that last try, but yeah, we've defended extremely well. Haven't looked like giving up much ground, and the errors have been very minimal. So it's been a pretty faultless 50 minutes, but you know, we don't want to drop our sort of, you know, form right here. We want to maintain it. Unfortunately, the Sharks get another chance. So, you know, it's sort of creeping in. It's you know, it happens in real life as well when you get up to such a big lead. Sometimes a little bit too easy to put your foot off the gas and let the opposition get back into it. But yeah, it's something that, you know, the best teams in the comp, that's why they're the best teams. They don't allow this. They don't allow teams who are on the back foot. I mean, it happens occasionally. Obviously, there's comebacks against every team at times, but the best teams in the comp, they go on with the games. I mean, the Titans are such a good example of this because they brought up a stat that like so many of their most recent games have come down to like 4 points, and a lot of those games the Titans would have been pretty far in front, but you always know the Titans are never home and hose. They could be up by 22 like against the Raiders, and they can lose easily. They can lose very easily. It's such a frustrating team to watch, the Titans. Going off on a tangent here, but yeah, we've got to be better at the back end of games. Letting in a couple of soft tries is not what you want to see, but at the end of the day, it's been a pretty solid performance. And finishing off on the Lomax thing, I mean, he's got all the skills, but he just needs to play smarter footy. In all honesty, I mean, he's cost his team quite a few times, like coming up with some hero type plays, coughing the ball over. I mean, again, like I said, when it comes off, it looks incredible, and it's definitely one for the highlight reel. But when it doesn't, it's an error, it's a bomb try, whatever it is. It's a big momentum shifter, as the Sharks almost got a third try there. Honestly, if he didn't kick it and he just ran, he would have scored. But we hold out 22-12. Unfortunate last 10-15 minutes, but a pretty solid game, all things considered. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this series. Make sure to like and comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one.